Good morning and welcome to the 10 a.m. daily weather brief. Beginning with our atmospheric soundings from this morning's balloon launch, we are seeing some westerly winds in the lower levels with some gradual and consistent change to a southwesterly direction aloft, and our wind speeds are generally increasing with height and reach an observed maximum of 52 knots around 20,000 feet, and we observed a freezing level around 13,200 feet. Now, looking at this morning's surface analysis, we do have a slow-moving cold front pushing into the area here today, with scattered showers and thunderstorms from earlier having since tapered off and pushed offshore. And we'll also see some additional chances for activity come this afternoon, especially between the hours of 2 and 6, in which we might have a couple cells pop up. And then moving on to Saturday, it looks like yet another wet day with rain and thunderstorm chances coming in as an upper level trough settles over the southwest and an upper level low continues to pump moisture northward into and along the stalled frontal boundary that lies through our region here today. And then Sunday, we'll keep the shower chances going, though we should see fewer thunderstorm chances as instability begins to wane off, and then through the first part of next week, that upper level low is going to hang around over the mid-Atlantic and southeast, while we see some high pressure begin to build in up near Quebec and Ontario. Then some uncertainty does enter the forecast, and that's due to the tropics, as Tropical Storm Humberto is forecast to become a major hurricane well offshore by late Sunday, and 94L continues to have good development chances. If we do see any direct impacts from that development, it would most likely be late Monday through late Tuesday. And there is some increasing confidence that there's some degree of development off the southeast coast by Monday morning, which would be what brings us those rainfall chances, and in that, the chances of heavy rainfall. Then by midweek, high pressure begins to build in further south, and we'll see some breezy northeast winds by Wednesday as a pressure gradient tightens up between the high pressure up north and any low that does form to our south. And the good news is that drier weather will then return by Wednesday or Wednesday night, and in conjunction with some cooler temperatures. As for our 24-hour forecast here, we've largely left the period where we anticipate to see proper storms moving through the area, as they have since pushed offshore. So the chances for the next couple hours do remain rather low, maybe a passing shower. But then once we get into the early afternoon, those chances do increase ever so slightly, in which we could see a pop-up shower or thunderstorm moving into the late afternoon. And then those chances diminish in the overnight and early morning hours. However, we do have a slight chance of seeing some lower level cloud cover in those early morning hours. For our temperature today, the temperatures do look to climb into and around 80 degrees, and our winds are forecasted to remain light and variable, with an overnight low, a good 9 degrees over the seasonal average for this time of the year. That brings us to the short-term risk chart, in which Saturday and Saturday night have similar stories. We'll see cloudy conditions and a chance of showers and thunderstorms with low clouds possible. For Saturday, a high of 75, and for Saturday night, a low of 67. And then we move on to Sunday, in which a similar story is painted, just with a slightly less chances of rain as far as probabilities go, and we can anticipate to see cloudy conditions with a slight chance of showers or thunderstorms, and low clouds continuing to be possible, and a high of 75. And that brings us to the 7-day forecast to round out this weather brief. Today, a lower chance of rain and thunderstorms popping up in the afternoon, so a little bit of chance for today. And then Saturday will be the highest probability of seeing, Saturday night into Sunday morning will be the highest probability of seeing rainfall in the next week as of currently, in which we might see some lightning and thunder mix in. And then showers do linger for Monday and Tuesday, in which we might see a tropical low start impacting our area, and then things start to clear out Wednesday and into Thursday, in which Thursday should be partly cloudy to mostly sunny. And for our temperatures, the warmest day of the week will be today, and then temperatures gradually decrease until a nice and cool 65 comes on Thursday, with our lows generally remaining in the mid to upper 60s until Thursday, in which we drop below 60. And that concludes the 7-day outlook. I hope everyone has a great weekend, and we'll be back on Monday with the daily weather operations brief.